Hello, good evening everybody, lovely to see you here. For some reason I can't see the chat on on my program. I'm gonna have to figure this out somehow. I might just have to oh that's worked. Okay, so I can see the chat on YouTube. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, hello, sorry, something just happened, some glitch happened while I was setting up. Hope you're all well. So normally I come to you on a Monday doing kind of a bit of a masculine Monday. I'm not doing that tonight. I might save it for another night. I want to kind of finish off this little folio album that I was making. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. Might try some sort of concertina style thing. Oh, actually, I've just come up with an idea that might work. All right, let's get the desk view going while you guys are coming in, and I'll say hello to everybody. Hello also if you're watching on the replay. Always great to have your company and your input with whatever I'm creating. Hello Susan, first in the house. Susan got here early birds. Hi Bev, Mika. I can see you, Bev. I had to apologise to Bev today because I realised it just so happened I was checking my settings on YouTube. I'd blocked Bev by accident. So if that ever happens where you think I can't, for some reason, I'm, you know, I mean, it could be that I've blocked you intentionally. No, I do have people that are blocked, but if you think, hold on, that's a bit weird, just contact me. ruth@gmail.com and I will tell you if I've intentionally blocked you or not. Hello William, hello Jan, Judy, Patricia, Monica, Carol, Mandy, Shaz, Cindy, Cheryl, Lisa, Bev, yay. Great to see you. All right, let's just get down on the desk. There we go. So this is what I was making last Friday night. I've actually since made another album. I made it on Saturday, filmed it, edited it. It should be on YouTube now, but I'm saving that one to show you guys when I'm on holiday at the end of the month, beginning of August. So, yeah. Right, so this is the one that we were having a go at. And actually, the one that I made on Saturday, it's kind of inspired my thoughts as to what I'm going to do on this one. So I've still got some of that lovely paper to use up. So I do intend on, you'll see a bit more of this lovely patterned paper tonight. I definitely need my Night of Navy. Yeah, that's still here. So I'm thinking it would be nice to have some kind of pull-out thing happening. So I'm going to just double check the measurement on this. This was just over 10, so this was 4 inches. Okay, so we're going for the 4 inches again. The only problem is 4 inches. Humdy hum hum hum. If I had Night of Navy 12 by 12, that would make my life so much easier, but I don't. So let's just have a look at this. I'm going to take this down actually to 3 3/4 inches. So I'm going to score. I think this is going to work. 3 3/4. The reason being, I can't get 3 squares if I did it 4 inches. Okay, you'll see what I mean. So 3 3/4, that takes us to 7.5. And if I score then at, I'll take that to 3 3/4 there. So that takes it to 11.25. If I had done this at 4 inches, I would have run out of cardstock at the end here. Oh, hold on, let's push that. What's going on here? It's not pushed up. Ooh, always check that your card is really pushed up. Right, what's going on with my phone? shunt that across a little. Sorry, bear with. I should have sorted that out earlier. It seemed like it was moving. All right, let me just explain that again. So if I'd done these scores at every 4 inches, I would have run out of space at this end, and I need to have that little bit there to be able to stick. So that's why I've gone for 3 3/4, not 4. It just makes it way more workable. Otherwise, I'm just wasting a whole heap of paper. And sometimes we, you know, as paper crafters, we make little decisions about size just to get the more out of just what the paper is. I mean, sometimes on a project you may just go, you know what, it's fine, I'll just use the extra paper, you know, just go for it. But I don't know, I'm still got, I'm my parents' child, and they're quite frugal, so I can't let it go. I'm frugal so that I don't need to be on the things that matter. That's what I say. Right, so let me just tell you that measurement. 3 3/4, 7 1/2, then 11 1/4. Oh, come on, behave. Just pushing that up to make sure it works. Oh, this is when the bugs come out to play. Right. So 3 3/4. 3 3/4. And I'm going to see if I have in my scrap drawer, if I have a spare piece that I can just cut a square of 3 3/4 by. Oh, nearly got it then. All right. Now, the other thing I want to do is on the ends of 2 of these, I'm going to try and do an extra little score, about 1/8 away. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Hold on. Let's do it this way. Okay, I'm going to put that in at, what is that, 3/8. Just need to do a little score there to give myself an extra bit of space for when it folds down. So I'm actually going to see if I can get away with more on that side. All right, this will all make sense once I put it all together. Right. Where is my bone folder? I had it here the other day. On Sunday, in fact. Or Saturday, rather. How bizarre. I've been using my bone folders this week, very recently, and now they've disappeared. Oh dear, talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Oh, they're right under my rubbish. Okay, fine. Who else is here? Hello, Glenna. Hi, Georgiana. Nice to see you. Who else is on here that I haven't said hello to? Hi, Anne. How are you doing? Hi, Mandy. Hi, Paula. Who else has popped in that I've not seen? Hi, Shaz. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Just read your comment. Yeah, it's just a rule I've had around for ages, so it's a good reminder. I was sure that I shut my door earlier today. I don't know how these bugs have got in. Oh, hold on a second. What is going on here? That's a bit odd. That's not right, is it? Oh, that's definitely not right. That one's right. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to change this. I'm actually just going to cut this off here. I've done the wrong measurement. I'm going to cut that off there. I give that a bit more of a margin. Or do I want it that way? I'm going to cut it off there as well. Okay, it will all make sense in a moment. I promise. I promise. Right, just check this is square. 3 3/4 by... Yep, right, that's correct. All right, so we're going to have that open up that way. Then that one open up that way. Hi, Angela. Hi, Margaret. Well, you're very welcome, Angela. Yes, I think I read a couple of your comments, so thank you for joining us on the live. You're very welcome. Just stop a while and get to know folks. We're a pretty friendly community of stampers, crafters, sewers, chit-chatterers. Cindy's off to get a cup of tea. Oh, hi, Glenna. You've had a busy few weeks, haven't you, sweetheart? Who's Len? I've seen Monica saying, welcome, Len, but I can't see Len. Who's Len? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I keep forgetting to do this. These blooming bugs. I'll call one. Come on, I'm going to catch another one. I don't mind them if they just stick to like an area, but it's when they start wafting up in my face, that is when I take umbrage. Anne's just making a coffee. Wow, it is a bit cooler in your part of the world, isn't it? So what has everybody been up to this weekend? Before I start telling you what happened in my weekend. All right. Oh, I had a very hard day yesterday with the funeral of my best friend who I miss deeply. Oh, Margaret. Oh. Well. Isn't it wonderful to have that hope, isn't it? Hi, Jenny. When we all see Jesus, what a glorious day that will be. Right, let's fold that bit over too. Right, so I remember to cut. I've been forgetting to do that, and actually the video I filmed for you guys filmed the other day, I forgot and had to go back on myself. I'm still learning this folio business. So this is called a folio album because I've not made any pages for it, and that's my understanding of my research on folio albums, is that if you don't do pages, it's like a folio, whereas an album tends to have pages. So that's my understanding of it. Well, Jan's been in this pool all day. Nice. But it hasn't been that hot here for a pool. Not that I have a pool. We had quite a wet weekend. Didn't we, Jenny? We had a very wet weekend. It was the weirdest day on Saturday, weather-wise. Very odd. Okay, so that's going to go in there like that. So that's the one with the little tiny little margin. Then that has a slightly bigger one. And then I think I'm just going to do that and that. Or that and that, rather. And I'm going to put magnets on here and here. For some reason that looks shorter on that side, but I mean, the other option is that I do a little flap that comes up, but no, it's fine. Nearly got you. Oh, got you. Oh, and you're another one. It's like they're breeding in here. Right, magnets. Here we go. So we want 1, 2, 3. Ooh, oh. Oh, can anybody tell me, what does this die come from, please? I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. That one. I have a pool too, but it feels like bath water. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm just sticking those down. Give it a good rub. then I'm going to get another piece. It's going to go across like so. Then on there, one on there, but oop, no, oop, don't touch, get off. Right, take that one off, do that one again. Just sit in the middle. There we go, that's better. Alright, so then I need to close this over the top. Right, it is bugging me a little bit that this isn't like as far down as it could be. So I'm wondering whether to create a little tab that can pull out, or sorry, that sits further out to make it obvious that you lift that bit up. So I've obviously got lots of little bits of Night of Navy here. So if I cut a couple of circles out, I'm thinking I can stick those on either side, and that would look really cool. So just gonna just eyeball it. Oh, that's in the middle. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. So that needs to go there. Just move that over just a little smidge. Yep. A bit more. Right, give it a good squish down. Really push it. What size are the magnets? They're 8mm ones, I think, Cindy. Yep, 8mm and 1mm thick. Right, there we go. Nice. I like that. So now it comes to decorating, and I did have the spare papers. Now I know some of you quite liked the look of one of the papers that I didn't use, so I was going to make sure that I did use it on this one, this side. So let me just remind myself of what I did on this one. So I've got the pink, the green, and then the multicolour. And then did we do blue? Right, we've got blue on the inside. Alright, so I think you guys quite liked that one, didn't you? You wanted me to use that. Use a bit of that green again. Let's see how many I've got to cover. So I've got to cut these, because this is 3 3/4 in it, so 3.5 by 3.5. I know, it's so satisfying, the magnet, isn't it? Very, very satisfying. Right, so the square is 3 3/4, so 3.5. What paper pack is this? This is the retired one. What was it called? Framed. It went with the framed florets. Sweet Beverly. It had these really lovely oval frames. It's a shame it didn't carry over actually, because it's a really nice set. And there were flowers in the stamp set and fabulous oval frames. Probably, I don't know if it's in clearance actually. Your American clearance is a bit different from the UK one. So right, so I've got enough there to do 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, so let's see how many I've got enough to do here. Oh, I've only really got enough to do 3 here. Right. I'm just going to cut a whole bunch and then kind of figure it out, because we can only do what we can do with what we've got. I know that's kind of obvious, but it's true. All right. Quite like some of this green. Turn that paper over. What? You want the pink? Oh, this blue. Oh, that blue. Oh, got you. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sorry, another bug. I've got a... Oh, another 2 bugs. Where are they coming from? Oh, nearly got you. Thanks, Lisa. See, I don't mind being shouted out once in a while when you guys have got good suggestions. So I think I told you on Friday that we were planning to go and see oh, what's the name of it? Midsummer Night's Dream in Chester, an outdoor production. So we drove up. Boy, was it a warm day. Really quite hot. And then so we had a little bit of an issue on the way, because we wanted to grab some lunch before we got to my friend's house, and we had a bit of a time deadline, but I thought, oh, we've got plenty of time, you know, we just do drive-through, be fine. Anyway, we got to Kentucky Fried Chicken and we placed our order, and then we were standing there and I was thinking, nobody's food has like come out, like they seem to be taking an awful long time to get the food out. Anyway, it got to a point where we were thinking, we're gonna have to like go. Oh, what's happened here? I've cut this wrong, haven't I? We're gonna have to go. So I went up to the counter and said, can I just have a refund, please? Because I've got to get out of here. And they were like, oh, no, we can't do a refund because the person who does the refund is at the back or whatever. And I was like, okay, but if we swap out your chicken fillets for chicken, it'll only take 5 minutes. I was like, okay, fine, let's do that. But I'd already sent my husband and May to go, and I've cut these too big, to go and get something else from Starbucks. Anyway, eventually we got in the car, zoomed down the motorway to try and get to my friend's on time. Then jumped in the car, got to the venue, a little bit out of puff, a bit hot, and proceeded to watch the play. which Midsummer Night's Dream is a confusing play anyway, but they'd swapped out some gender roles. They'd swapped around, so it kind of made it a little bit more confusing, because names that I associate with being female, like Titania, Queen of the Fairies, was being played by a guy, and they just had him as a guy instead of a girl. So it just was a little bit like mind-bending, because what with Shakespearean language as well, it was just a bit kind of oof. Anyway, I cannot fault the performers. They were incredible. I didn't notice that they had any mics on. They may have had mics, but I didn't think they were. And they all seemed to be able to play instruments, like all the performers. And they took it, you know, they were part of the band at different points. They're very, very accomplished. Anyway, so then half time came, and I had to sort of pop out of the park with a friend, and at that point is when I had read on the weather, BBC weather, that the flash floods were coming, like there could be potential for flash flooding. Wow. Boy, did I know it when the rain just started to fall and didn't stop falling. And I got a bit wet. And then, right, I'm laying this out so I know what's going where. Ooh, catch that bug? Yes, no? So on the back of these two then, let me just figure out what I've got left. I've got 2 of those and 2 of those. So I could pop another one of them under there, and that under there, and I guess those 2 behind those 2, and then I'm left with that one. All right. Yeah, so then I made it back to the park, and the whole theatre area had to be evacuated. I mean, evacuated is quite a strong term, but I'm using it correctly, because there'd been lightning, and the whole platform that us audience was sitting on was made of metal. So, of course, they had to not let us be there anymore for risk of electrocution. So we didn't get to see the second half, unfortunately. Yeah, we have to abandon ship. So we'll never know what happened. No, I'm joking. I actually designed a set for Midsummer Night's Dream many years ago when I was younger. So I know it all pretty much ends well, doesn't it, with those sort of Shakespeare plays. But yeah, there we go. So we all got rather drenched. Then we went back to Jenny's house. So Jenny, who's watching, and then she proceeded to open her presents, which was really lovely. We got to celebrate a little bit of her birthday, so that was really nice. Okay, I don't know whether to swap out. No, not that one. We'll just leave those for the other side completely. Right, hold on. If I just take those back, I'm just going to take these all back, because I know that I like it as it is. I don't really want to play too much with what I've done, the decisions I've made on that one. But I need to decide what's going to go on the back of here. So we've got, I mean, we could do pink instead. I got enough though. 2 of them. Oop. So those go there, and then on the back of here, whoop, that one, and that one. And then when it closes, I mean, I've got, I know you guys like that one, so I could do that and that. You know what, I'm just going to start sticking and then hope for the best. Tea time over, back to cards. Okay. I made costumes for the fairies, lol. Oh, awesome. Well, the costumes for this version, they were sort of a bit of a 1940s feel to them, I would say. And the fairies were in, oh, you know that part, is it, what's that French character, like with the pointy hat and then the big buttons? Do you know what I mean? Oh, hold on, I've just remembered we were going to do that, weren't we? There we go. Or should I just do that? Because I can't, because that would then make that all the same. Yes, let's do that. It was all the rage in the 80s. I remember Esther had a costume. I'm gonna have to look it up. But anyway, they were all in like different colours of that. So Peas Blossom was in green, Mustard Seed was in sort of a mustardy colour. So it kind of made sense. But I was a little bit critical in that, to me, it wasn't obvious that they were fairies. I mean, the costumes were in keeping with the era that they'd chosen for the overall look of the play, but to me they weren't obviously fairies, which I think for people who, and there were quite a few children there, I felt it wasn't obvious what sort of character they were. But yeah, I think it was interesting because I was kind of, half of me was thinking with my theatre hat on and my enjoying of theatre, but then my other part of my head was thinking as a kind of person who wants to promote theatre and try and make it accessible to people who are not used to it, you know, about trying to not make it as too confusing. And you know, Midsummer Night's Dream, as I said, is one of the most confusing Shakespeare plays anyway. So but anyway, yes, it was rather eventful Saturday, but you know, nobody was harmed and we all got dry, and I came home in different clothes than I went in, but that's all right. Kirsten's friend was a fairy and he kept complaining about getting tights on, and how do we women put on pantyhose? That's brilliant. Oh dear. Indeed, how do we do it? Takes great practice. Yes, it's rather lovely, that paper, isn't it? There's something really moody about it. It's very nice. Sorry, just realised I had a bone folder underneath there. I was like, why isn't that lying flat? Okay, right. Ruth, get on with it. Stop chit-chatting. with a wiggle and a jiggle. Yeah, I've got more jiggles now than I used to. So who's on here at the moment? I can't even see how many people are on here at the moment. So I had a bit of a move around of, because I'd finished that blanket for my friend, I thought, oh, I need to have a bit of a move around of like things in my bedroom, because I have to store my yarn in my bedroom because, you know, technically it's not work, so it can't possibly be in my studio because I don't have any space for it. Oh, right, I've just realised I can do... Oh, have I got enough, though? I could do that, the pink side. Hold on. Right, how many do I need? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Right. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do that. Because I prefer that with that than that. Yeah, so I have well, Tom and I, but we in our bedroom we have a cupboard each, kind of, in a way. One of the cupboards is sort of over the top of the stairs that go downstairs. So it's sort of, you open the door and then up about a foot or so up there, you know, you can't put anything because it's the stairs underneath. And then the other cupboard is sort of, you open the door, but there's a top bit that's you can't put anything. Anyway, the cupboard that I tend to store my sort of spare clothes, yarn. There's actually a bookshelf in there if you can actually get access to it. There's like shoes I don't wear all the time, the Narnia costumes, a whole heap of stuff. I couldn't actually get into that cupboard because there was stuff in front of the cupboard. So I had a bit of a sort out of just shunting things around and squeezing things into small spaces and stuff. So I've actually cleared my messy bedroom. And then as I was tidying up, I was like, oh, I want to do another quick crochet project. So I was really in the mood to just do something that was going to come together quickly, because I was blessed with some gifted sock yarn for my birthday, but socks tend to grow quite slowly, and I was just in the mood for doing something quick. So I decided, I purchased some wooden handles from a charity shop. They're like from the 70s, I think. They're like just wooden handles that you then attach either a fabric bag or a crocheted bag, you know, whatever you want really. So I crocheted 2 very chunky granny squares. I used 3 strands of double knit yarn. Did a rose in the middle and then a granny square. So I did 2 granny squares. So if you imagine granny square, and then I crocheted a strip that I just crocheted backwards and forwards, a strip long enough to go all the way down across the bottom and up the top, and then crocheted that onto the top bit, onto the bag handles. Anyway, looks fabulous. The only thing is I need to sew in all the ends now. So that's what I spent my Sunday doing. Right, so decisions. What are we going to put on here? I think it makes sense to put that one. So go open, open, open. Oh no, that way. And then that way. And then there's that side to look at. I think that's all right. Anyone else got a bright idea? Underneath another 3. I know. Well, that one's going to get stuck down, so I don't need 3, just 2. Sorry, what was that? Who's crocheting what? My mum is crocheting me loads of 4-inch daisies. And I'm going to stitch. Sorry, I thought a bug went down my top. I'm going to stitch them together for a shawl. Oh, lovely. Oh, cool. That would make a lovely summer shawl. Mandy's shouting at the telly. Where have these bugs come from? My goodness. They must be like living in the crevices of my room. And then when the light goes out, they're like, woohoo, playtime. Right. That one on there. Sorry, it's like bug massacre on my desk tonight. Right. Are we done yet? Oh, no, that way. So that goes that way, that goes that way. Right. Right. Let's see how this looks. So let me just close this up. Oh, no. So I could have done that one a little bit thicker. Or I could have that one flip open. No, I'll leave it as it is. Right, so I just need to cut a little panel just to go inside here. Now, this created great confusion when I did it last time. The reason is because this, you know, I've got an edge of here, here, and here, and here. So obviously this is a layer lower than the rest of it. I used to design patterns for a craft company. My hands just can't do it anymore. Oh. That is one thing I'm not looking forward to. My hand's not working anymore. But until then, I will be grateful for my hands and use them to the best of my ability. and keep teaching other people how to use their hands so that when I can't use my hands, someone else can do it for me. I knit and she crochets. Oh, that's a good thing. All that cutting paid off, it did, Mandy, yes. Right, so I'm going to stick that one. And I quite like having the contrast of the pink with the green and the blue and everything. It's really nice. So put a bit of glue across here, here. Is Carla here? I'll check. No, she's not. Yes, Cheryl, you can indeed. Keep making your cards as long as you can. All right. Ta-da! That's so cute. Oop. Then that one opens that way. Da-da-da, you know what. All right, so how are we going to finish this off? I don't actually want to cover this too much. And I am out of pink ribbon. Oh no. Oh, I wonder if there's some in clearance rack. Oh. Let me have a look. No, wrong button. I could do with pink, but oh, I have got blue. That's quite nice. Oh, I've never done it where it's closed that way before. I don't know how that would work, but I just thought I quite liked that, seeing that all that pattern. Almost is a bit of a shame to cover it. I mean, the other option is that I stick a panel on there that folds round, but but I haven't put magnets on. I should have put magnets underneath. Oh, let me have a look at the menu. I might wait and see if I can get some pink ribbon. Let me just see what is in products, embellishments and ribbon. I'm just looking on the website to see what there is, but we don't sell polished pink anymore, and I think I've just used all my polished pink ribbon. So I'm just going to see if there's any in the clearance rack. No, there isn't. What do you guys suggest? Don't cover it. It looks, if you have white, you can colour it blends. Ooh, good point. Yeah, see, I like it as it is as well. And the thing I have found is because the weight is on either side of the covers, it tends to just, you know, do that. Oh, a belly band. That's a good idea. I'd have to create it out of 2 pieces, I think. Oh, I could have a strip like that and then have a square in the middle, couldn't I? Good thinking. And I'm wondering also whether to have it so it folds in to make it nice and thick. Right, what does this measure? 5 inches. So if I cut this to just above, so 4 inches and 1/8, or 1/16 rather. If I score this at 1 inch, no, that's 1 inch. Oh, that was close. No, you did that wrong. Score. Turn it round. Score again. You have to make it extra thick, but with a nice curved edge. Right, I'm actually going to make this belly band the same width here and the other end, because once the photos go in, it might be a little bit bigger. Put that there. I'm just going to give that a bit of extra. A bow around the spine. Say that again, I won't cover up the pretty paper. A bow around the spine. How'd that keep it shut though? I've miscalculated the that, but I don't mind an offset square actually. Alright, what does this measure? Do that 2.5. I'm just going to use up these bits that I've got. Hi Jodie. Right, so what have I got left? That panel in the middle. What's that? Ooh, that is a weird measurement. Okay, let's go for 2 1/8. See if I can get that down to 2 1/8. Ooh. Ooh, did it? Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. I should have used the stitched. It would have been nice if I'd used the stitched squares on that, wouldn't it? Or make a tab that comes from the back to front and closes with a magnet. Oh, yay! Yes, I could do that. So I could attach that to that and then have magnets here. Good thinking, Bev. Right, that can go on there, and then I'm wondering whether to do a little layer of pink. See, I'd like a layer of pink between that and that. I'm just going to see if in my scrap because I put a lot of my retired bits and pieces. Let me see if I've got a little bit of pink. Oh, look! Yes! Right, what did that measure again? So 2 1/4. 2 1/4. Oh. Oops, let's cut that again. That doesn't seem right. Just going to cut this down to 2 1/16. So I know it's right. Right. So when you get to this stage, it's like precision. Precision. Right, and then I'm going to put a pink layer in between that and that. Okay. We'll get there. Right, that and that and that and that. And then I need to cut a little layer to go underneath it to cover up the magnets that I'm going to put on. Another 50 cards. Oh, well done, Cindy. Cindy has been very diligent in going through all her DSP, her stacks of DSP that she's collected over the years. Okay, so that's going to go on there. Then we want that to open up, but what we can do, a little bit of glue. I don't know whether I should have done it so it folds completely in. Oh, Ruth. What if I can get this to fold? Oh, come on. It's coming. Come on. I think I've done it. Oops. Bit too exuberant there. You're at 210 for this coming Christmas. Oh, well done, Georgiana. Whew. Thanks, Cindy. Right, get this stuck down. Get rid of that bump. Funny, isn't it? We spend all that time making the album, and I feel like I'm spending even more time just making the belly band. But it's got to be right, hasn't it? Right, so I want that to be on there, but I want to attach that and then put, I think, a lining over the top of it. And then I've got to make sure that that has got magnets in it, which I should have done before I stuck this down, but it's too late now. I'll come to that bit in a minute. Right, so I've got to cut this piece to fit exactly. The thing popped up. Right, so remind myself, 3 inches. Might just do it a smidge under. Okay. Oh, magnets. So, I think I need to stick the magnets on here first. Paper handbags. Yeah, I've sort of made them. Probably, I don't know. Might not be exactly like you've done them, but oh, they just want to have fun together, these magnets. Right, so if that's going to go on there, let's go back there. Right. So I don't need you two to stick together. You don't need to be that close. Right, so if I attach that to that, count to 10. Over the top. Nope, not stuck down. Okay. Let's try that again. It sort of did it. I'll check it now though. I think that's all right. Oh, getting there. Sharon, do you have a link to a tutorial or anything? Please just email me with it. I'll have a look at it. Right, what can I put across here? Not band. Oh, it doesn't quite meet. Oh yeah, you can do it, Carol. If you do them in batches, it kind of goes quicker. You know, one of my mottos on my channel is, you know, if you're going to make one card, you may as well make 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 in your case. But yeah, if you've got all the equipment and all the cards and the colours and everything's matching, you've got a really good card design, you may as well make a few of one load. There we go. So obviously it's a little bit looser on this side, but that's because I'm anticipating photographs still being needed to be stuck in to the album, so it will make it a bit thicker. So there you have it. Whew, done it. How long have I been live for? Oh, over an hour and a quarter. Wowee. Okay. Oh, it's one of Sam Calcutt's. All right, yeah, thanks, Sharon. That's brilliant. Thank you. Can't I see the chat? Oh, I'll have to figure that for another day. Oh, that'll be nice, Georgiana. Yeah, I can try. I need to look in my diary for when I've got a free weekend. I can't do it this weekend, but oh, that's my diary. Oh, I packed it away. I'll have a look because we haven't done an Artful Stampin' Zoom for ages. Ages and ages and ages. That'd be lovely to do that, wouldn't it? Right, let's just do another little walkthrough then. So this is the very well suggested belly band that keeps everything into place, and that can just come off completely. But it's quite fun having the little magnetic thing. I mean, do you guys think I should just stick it on? Or do you think it's nice to have it as a... I mean, if it's stuck there, then it is sort of there. I think I quite like it being able to be removed. I suppose if I wanted to, you could always put it on that way too. Well, you've got a choice of how you have it on. That's quite nice, actually. Right, there we go. Right, so just a reminder of how this works. So it opens up like so. And then on the left-hand side, you've got this kind of explosion box style situation happening, where everything opens, and you've got 3 layers of 4 doors, as it were. Okay, so it's extremely satisfying to play with. Oh, there's a bit of a rubber band, eraser. Right, why is that sticking up? Oh, it's because of the magnets are pulling it up. And then on this side you have open down, and then this opens up like so, and that opens up like so on that side. There we go. Yes, I think separate. It's quite nice, isn't it, just to have it as a separate thing. And I keep forgetting that I don't have to sort of wiggle it and try and figure out how to do it. All I've got to do is open it up. So it's quite nice being able to do that. So, see how strong it is. Ooh. Oh yeah, you have to pull it quite hard before it will come apart. Yeah, that's good. All right, all done. Whew. Oh, thank you, everybody. Yes, nice to have it loose. Yeah. So it was using up the Frame Florets papers from last year, which I'm sure some of you have got at least 2 packs each. Some of you, because you've told me. I know you do. Shaz Connerbeer told me that the other day. Who else told me that as well? Yeah, so this was a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 5-inch square, then a 1-inch spine, and then this piece measures, is that 4 inches? That's a 4-inch opening one, and this is just under 4 inches, so that we could get a good amount of card out of our A4 cardstock. So I think I'll consider doing that again, actually, making that slightly smaller so I can get more out of my card. But there you go. Right, thank you so much for your cheering on, everybody, and yeah, lovely to see you. You still got one unopened, so Cheryl. It was Cheryl as well. You said to me the other day that you had some extra. That's brilliant. Obviously loved it very, very much. It is very pretty paper, and I love that it was kind of multi-seasonal, so depending what you do with it, it can look Christmassy or it can just look like something else. So there you have it. All right, everybody, take care, Jan, everybody, lovely to see you all, and I'm gonna say goodbye. and say subscribe if you haven't, because I know some of you haven't yet. It just makes it easier for you to find me again. If you don't want to find me again, that's fine, but it does make it easier if you're subscribed. You've got the list that you can go down and find me again. But if you ever forget, go to artfulstampin.co.uk, and I forget to remind you, onesheetwonder.com or .co.uk, one of those, will take you to my playlist of one sheet wonders. I forget to mention that.